We are here today at the Oxford University Museum of Natural History. My name is Chase and I am with Ria, Rumana and Megan. We are here to discover and learn more about the taxonomic group of marsupials.
Marsupials are a taxonomic group of mammals most commonly known for their premature birth and early development outside the womb. This is one of the main classificatory features separating them from the other mammalian lineages. Placental mammals, also known as eutherians and monotremes. There are currently around 270 species of marsupial distributed only in Australasia and the Americas. 200 of these species are found in Australia. Although marsupials make only 6% of today's living mammalian species, they fill a number of different ecological niches. During this digital story, we will be discussing the evolutionary history, taxonomic classification and key features of marsupials in more detail, as well as some of the current research on this major taxonomic group.
Evolutionary history. Marsupials are a subdivision of the class Mammalia, alongside monotremes and placentals. Mammals first diverged from a branch of reptiles around 310 million years ago. The general consensus among biologists today is that marsupials and placentals are more closely related to each other than either is to monotremes. It is believed that marsupials last shared a common ancestor with monotremes around 180 million years ago, and that they later diverged from placental mammals around 160 million years ago. The earliest fossil to be found with marsupial features is Cenodelphis salei. It was first found and described in 2003 from remarkably well-preserved deposits in western Liang province in northern China around 125 million years ago. The first appearance of early marsupials in North America is believed to have been during the Cretaceous period. They then dispersed into South America sometime between 63 to 70 million years ago, and here they underwent adaptive radiation, diversifying into a multitude of new forms. Many of these new groups dispersed to western Antarctica, and some continued to Australia, arriving there between 70 and 55 million years ago. By around 45 million years ago, Australia had fully separated from Antarctica, and adaptive radiation in the isolated Australian marsupials developed further into the early Miocene between 23 and 17 million years ago, before declining in family-level diversity by 44% to the level it remains at today.
Taxonomic classification. Marsupials are direct members of the mammalian infraclass Metatheria. The name Metatheria is divided into two orders, Ameridelphia and Australodelphia, as the richest of marsupials is found in America and Australia. Classification. Diprotodontia. Diprotodontia is the largest order of marsupials. This order represents 10 families and over 116 species, including kangaroos, wombats and koalas. All members of Diprotodontia have 3 pairs of incisors in the upper jaw and no canine teeth. Dasromorphia. Dasromorphia is an order of mammals that includes most of the Australian carnivorous marsupials, including quolls, numbat and Tasmanian devil. This order presents 60 species or more in 2 families. Paramelemorphia. Paramelemorphia represents 22 species in 2 families, most of which are bandicoots and bilbies. Bandicoots and bilbies are small, omnivorous marsupials found throughout Australia, living in rainforest to wet and dry woodland. Nautocentomorphia. Marsupial moles. Marsupial moles are found in the western deserts of Australia. They burrow and adapt to their environment. Microbiopteria is a small order of marsupial mammals with one single living species. These species also become an evolutionary link between South America and Australian marsupials. Ameridelphia. This sort of classification is found throughout ecosystems of America. Didymorphia, also known as opossums. Opossums are the most diverse group of marsupials representing living didymorphals, including only one family but over 60 species mostly found in Central and South America. Spirodontae, also known as a species called saber-tooth. Saber-tooths are an extinct order of carnivorous marsupials. They may be older and not much related to the Xenomorphians. A number of these carnivorous marsupials closely resembled placental predators that evolved separately on other continents. Pachytuberculata, also known as a shrew opossum, is an order of South American marsupials, most currently represented by shrew opossums, consisting of 3 orders and 5 species in one family.
Key features and adaptations. The most recognized distinguishing features of marsupials are the processes of birth and development of their young. Newborn marsupials are born at a very altricial or premature stage with an immature size and weight. Unlike most mammals, marsupials continue their embryonic development after birth in their mother's pouch, the source of nourishment and protection. Thus, the pregnancy period of the marsupial mum is short. However, the lactation period is longer and requires a larger investment to provide adequate nutrients necessary for the development of the young. The reproductive system of marsupials are dissimilar to those of placental mammals. Female marsupials have 2 uteri and 2 vaginas, which are connected prior to birth by a birth canal, also known as the median vagina. This canal can be temporary or permanent. Moreover, most male marsupials have a bifurcated or 2 penises on the exterior part of their scrotum. At the time of sexual intercourse, the binary male and female genitalia are able to correspond. Multiple species of dasyurid marsupials can be distinguished in relation to their penis morphology. At the time of embryonic development, a choriovertelline placenta comprised of the yolk, sac, and chorion is formed in all marsupials, with the exception of bandicoots who have a choriolentoic placenta. Marsupials give birth at the very beginning stages of development. The underdeveloped blind newborns crawl through the fur of their mothers and instinctively travel towards the nipples, located either on the underside of the mother or inside a pouch called the marsupium. The marsupium is a distinct feature which can be found in female marsupials and in certain opossums. The pouch contains numerous nipples and is accessible for their young for the means of protection and nourishment. In modern marsupials, epipubic bones exist in place of ossified patellae. The epipubic bones, which are often called marsupial bones, are a pair of bones that extend anteriorly from the pelvic bones into the abdominal region.
Research into marsupials is still ongoing and relevant in science today, such as research into their unique birthing method. Compared to placental mammals, many would think a short gestation period and altricial young with immature tissue and organs proves them to be more likely for extinction. However, through research we have learnt their unique lactation system has evolved to fully assist the development of their offspring. Mopali et al. Found that milk compositions change and alter the bioactive which regulate lung development. These changes are initiated by maternal signalling, and that only after 25 days the signals for lung development express specific genes for maturity. Hertz et al. Found that by creating a foster group, just 60-day-old young being transferred to an adult on the 120th day of lactation, compare this to a control group. The foster group had dramatic weight gain from the nutrients found in late-stage milk. Despite ongoing research, there are gaps which remain. For example, hematopoiesis. The field is of particular importance in marsupials as they allow for the study of the development and growth of immune tissues in a natural ex utero environment. Further study could result in the understanding of the evolution of hematopoiesis, something which has been recognised by OLD 2016. A further gap in current research is in immune endocrine systems, which requires study from puberty to death. Peel and Bevlov are conducting research urgently, as this area has been overlooked in marsupials. This gap has made diseases such as devil facial tumour disease overwhelming to the adult Tasmanian devil population, which are already categorised as endangered. Marsupials are great models of topics such as sex determination and differentiation and life history evolution, proven from their unique anatomy and birthing methods. Further research is essential in ensuring the longevity of marsupial mammals, and as one of the 3 major mammal types, these cannot be ignored to extinction.